Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Julie. Today I'm going to be showing with you how to put windows in the London bus. So I made one like this, and this one's local to me, like in the colourways, but I've kept the top part so that you could put something inside of it, and obviously you would need to wrap up with some tissue paper if you wanted to do that, but I've closed the bottom half down, and I've done that for a reason, and I haven't put any extra windows there, or round in there, or round in this bit here, because I found the bottom half a bit more complicated than the top part. Besides, I think you've probably got enough. Oh, you can't really see that way. You've probably got enough in the so that's that way, and then you've got the driver bit as well. You've probably got enough in there anyway, and then you've got the full bit up the top. So that's what I thought I'd share with you today. What I do is I've cut out, as you can see, I've got everything all, well, some of it done. And I start off by cutting out the panels like you would for the bus. So like this bit here. So I've already laid that and put my acetate behind. Okay. So, and the acetate I'm using actually comes, you know, your dies come on acetate, don't they? So I use some rubbing alcohol to take off all the marks off of my acetate. So, and it's not as thin as like your regular, I don't know how many microns thick this is, but it's quite flexible looking. But obviously your dies are not going to go through it, because it just leaves a mark like that. Okay, so that's what I've used for the upstairs of the windows and the downstairs, but I've done it a different way in the downstairs ones. You'll see as I'm going along. I've got all my bits everywhere, and those ones are not to the bus, that's to the mortise box. I was busy cutting away and I cut too many. Right, so I'll cut this out first, because it's not, as I say, your dye doesn't go through the acetate, but it leaves a mark where it needs to be, where you need to cut with your scissors. So this is the main dye, because there's no good cutting with the with like this one, because it will leave you that shape. So we do need something to and really cut on either just below that the line where that, but you can when you've cut it out, you can always hold it up to the card and see whether you need to trim off any more. I'm going to go this way first. Get these wheel bits. Oh no, they're not wheel bits, are they? I don't know what that curvy bit is. So all I'm doing is just cutting out where the dye hasn't gone through the acetate. It's a job to see. Well, I think it is. I've got my glasses on, but I still can't see. And of course you won't need these glue tabs either, because that's what glues the roof on, doesn't it? Make sure you keep that curve. Right, so that's that done, those two bits. So, and then I take this one, which is die cut, I glue it onto here where I want it to be, and I also like to keep that one because that's a waste, and I like to glue that in there as well. So that's what I'm going to do now, and I've got that one for that one, and I've also saved the waste for some of these as well to put back in as well. That's for the door panel. Glue. Yeah, the bottom piece is a little bit more not complicated, but it needs some thinking out on of how you're going to do it. But I'll explain that to when I get to it. Because I'm going to lay this on, and then I'm going to lay my die over the top and cut out my windows. And I know it's going to cut through the actual your bottom layer, but when you've got your acetate behind, because it's going to be the whole of that, but you will have to be careful because you're only left with little thin bits to glue your acetate on, but it does work. But I think this is easier doing it this way because you can get your windows, it looks a lot neater with doing it this way than trying to get a knife in. I don't know why I'm being fussy about all that up there, because that's going to be cut out anyway. Oh, come on, glue. No, I like that one. No, I don't want that one back in yet. What am I doing? Or do I? No, I don't, because, no. Because I'm going to glue it onto the acetate, that's right. It's just these outline pieces. Silly person, ain't I? I'll just run some more glue on it in a minute. It's just you just got to think about how you're gonna put it together. Like that's the only thing. I'm gonna put this back in my machine in a minute. I think this is the most tricky one as well, because you're only left with a little gap to glue your acetate on, but trust me, it does work. Let's just move that out of the way because I'm bound to get it stuck somewhere. Right. So now I'm going to bring that same die back in. Come on. Which is this one. And I'm going to lay it over the top. And you can feel when the die is in the right place because it won't move, look. And I'm only going to cut out these pieces here. Alright. So I'm going to tape it down. Sit through my machine. Well loved die cutting machine. And you think, oh my god, what have I done? Because you're going to be left with that. But don't panic. Because you're going to glue it all back in a minute. Then that's going to go back in there once you've got your acetate on. Alright, so let's leave that one up there. I don't want those pieces. Let's get the other one. Where is it? That's it, isn't it? So we don't do the same. I'm getting terrible. I don't rotate my plates. Let's just make sure that's, see, that won't move. If you get it set in, it won't move, and it'll come out, cut out the pieces that you want it to. Right, let's just do this, and because I'm double cutting that piece, you will need to bend those glue tabs before you do this as well. Otherwise they'll be worn out, and you won't see where all your little tabs are. Come on, go through. Oh, I was using dies the other day, and it flew out of the cutting plate, the die, and I'm going, oh, I've lost a die, I've lost a die. You know when it's a new set and you feel sick, don't you, because it's fallen on the floor or wherever it may fall, and I couldn't see it. I had to get somebody to come and help me find it. Oh, it makes you feel ill. Right, let's cut that one out and put that back over there. Right, then we're going to turn this over, and we're going to bring this one in. Ooh, and we're going to place that onto there. Now, I like to bring I can chop a little bit off of there, I think. I like to bring it down that way because I know I can trim off this way, and I can't trim off so easily up there because I've got all those glue tabs for the roof. So you don't bring it down as much as that, but I think I might just trim off a little bit, because you still want these side pieces to bend up without no resistance really. So you just might need to and just remember that you've got this other one to fit here as well. It is a bit fiddly, I won't lie. Let's just grab this. I'll just take off a thin little bit. Not much, otherwise we won't be gluing nothing to nothing. Just a little wedge like that. Get out of the way. All my don't look over there, that's all the waste. Alright, let's just see. Okay, just hold it up, make sure that you feel comfortable with I'm just going to swap I'm just going to go for the fine tip. Once you get the acetate in, it becomes more stable. It's a bit flimsy at the moment, isn't it? But once you get that acetate back on, just make sure those bend up, because that's going to be your roof. And if you need to trim it down, and I can see a little bit there I may need to trim, but right, okay, now we're going to do, it's this one, isn't it? I might need to trim this as well. Oh no, I didn't, because I trimmed it at first, didn't I? I might need to come a little and trim down there, just to make sure, see where those score lines are. Right. And don't forget you've got a score line in the middle of this, so... Oh, come on. And then we're going to turn it over the other side, and then we're going to put these pieces back in now. I'm just going to leave that one for a little minute. I think we'll do this one first. Just give it time to glue. And it does glue, because that's, I'll show you inside, because can you see in there? That's what I've glued this with. So yeah, it does dry. So this takes a little bit longer. That's all. Let's just get this one undone as well. Now I've been a bit careful because I don't want a lot of glue around these window struts really. And then smudge all the acetate. I like the fine nozzle, but because of the arthritis, I find it's hard for me to press it. I'm just gonna sort of rub. Then we're going to put this back in here. Like so. And then we're going to put this one back in. Bits of dry glue everywhere. now we're just going to work on this one now. This one's a little bit more intricate, lots of little lines. I've got a little bit of pink on there, but I don't swear the die cut in. Oh, I don't want glue too much over my acetate. Right now, let's just clean that glue off of there. It's the wrong one. Have this one back. And these ones I'm putting back in because when it goes over the tray bit, that's what you see. So that's why I put these ones back in. But like the buses would have had their probably number and the destination, and then your windows like what you look through on the top deck sort of thing, don't you? So that's why I put these back in. You don't want to see like your tray. I've already made that tray. It's quite simple. It's got like making a little tray. So it's that one, isn't it? Like sort of thing. Right. And that hasn't stuck down. Come on. Right. The other thing you might need to do is when you come to stick these two together. I think it's this bit, or is it not this bit? Yeah. Let me move that piece out of the way. Let's move that out of the way. Move that out of the way. This is your glue tab here. So when you bring it over, actually, does it show? It does a little bit. What I tend to do, I just take a little sliver off of that glue tab so it doesn't come in view of the window. Oh, excuse me, only just a little bit though. Don't go taking off a big wedge. Just a sliver. And it is going to take a little while to glue because you've got your acetate on there as well. I've got my corner pieces because, like I say, I thought it was easier to to keep the bottom half closed in, because you can do that. They're not corner pieces, are they? They're glue tabs. That's what they are. Let's just have a look. You see what I mean? It's coming over the top of the acetate, so you just need to give that a little bit more extra time. Let's just see if that. So now we need to cut a little bit of sliver off of this one. I did put a little bit of tape on this one when I've done my other one, but we'll see whether. water woolly. I need to put it on this side, don't I? What am I doing? I wonder if it'll come like that, so I can press it. Not really, I don't think, because it's not lining up very well. Okay, we'll do it like that then. I can feel it sticking to my fingers. Right, so once you've got that, I'm going to leave that for a minute or two, I think. To make sure that all your tabs go down. This one here feels a little bit high. See, it makes it sturdy, doesn't it? Do you know, that keeps popping up there. I think the glue dried before I... That's it. I think that's got it now. Right, let's just put that to one side for a moment. Right, so now we're going to come to this bit. I've already done some, as you can see. I've got I put my acetate behind that one. Now this is the reason why I didn't put the windows in these, because they're quite narrow, and it's just a faff basically. And I've put this one in place already, and I've done like this one, but I still need to I want to cut out some of that more, this biscuity colour cardstock, because that's going to come round like that. No, well, we'll see what it looks like when I've got it together. Now I've left it like that, so I'm looking for acetate now. So what you do is you have to cut two of these shapes out, and like I say, I drew round this one in pencil because you don't want this shape coming down in there, because this leaves the little markings on it for the grill, for the radiator and things like that, for the engine. So if you were to cut that into there, you would end up with that going in your glue tab, and it just wouldn't look right. So what I tend to do is I just draw around, get it in roughly the position, draw around with a pencil and cut it out with a craft knife. That's how I do that. But I'm going to stick, and I can't fix it on yet because I need to stick this on onto there. But you can do this one, this back one, which would be this one here. So you can do that one and put your acetate in place on that one. But to do this one, you will need to put these together, because it is going to try and go. It'll probably cut the first one, but not the second one, because otherwise you might not get your windows in line. Now I think this is the simplest way to do it. So these pieces, this one would be a mountain, this one's a valley, this one's a mountain. These top bits come up, this square bit here goes over, and this bit goes over that bit, and the same with this one. Okay, and then that one comes round like that. Does that make sense? So this is making your side of your bust now. Okay, and the same down here. So a mountain, a valley, and a mountain. This one, these ones come over. So you end up with like a little corner shape, and then that one's going to fold back. Okay, let's glue it together because it looks weird to begin with. We're just going to glue this bit for now. And I am going to go over the whole lot because I've got that window in. But I might need to go in with a craft knife. So you're going to put your two pieces together. My little pencil markings in there is so when you've got this piece in, it's so where I wanted to put my markers in, and because you've got to put your wheels on as well. Right, let's have a go, see if we can see how much we can cut out. Can't find a die now. Oh, there it is. Do you know, there are so many on this die set. What have you got 39 dies in this die set. That's what it says on my packet. Make sure that's locked into place. Do you know, I've been out today and this afternoon my eyes feel as though they're full of grit. Don't know what's going on. Let's put this on my trusty plate. Let's just have a look, see how well it's cut. It's cut through some, but not all the way through. That's okay. I think I'm gonna bring my mat up. That is for that window there. I'm sorry, this might glare a little bit, I don't know. Right, ooh, that was silly, wasn't it? So now I'm just gonna come in. I like to get my knife down and push down it in the corner and then bring it down. And I think this is easier because the dye has done some of the work for you. It's just that it was going through 2 lots of 240. Might need to do that one again. Always make sure you've got a sharp blade in your craft knife as well. It's a little corners, ain't it? That's I think I pulled it more than I cut it, I think. Get impatient. That bit's... Try and take your time. Doesn't like the corners, does it? Oop. I'm going to do this other little one as well before I... Oop. Cut the wrong bit there. My hand is saying that's enough of that. It's cramping a little bit. see what I've done. Made myself little windows now. Just broken the fibres a little bit. Let's see if I can. You know when you've gone through, don't you? Because the knife just glides through. Let's just put that down, make sure I don't cut myself. I can hear you all screaming at me. Let's see where I need to go here. These two bits here, I think. That's gone through. And that's gone through now. Come on. It's because I'm trying to do it in a rush. You need to take your time. So I'm just pulling the pieces out and it's making a bit of a mess really. I'm not happy with it because it's got like furry corners on it, but I'm going to leave it like that. Let's put that back on there. Let's find a piece of spare acetate. So we won't want a great big deal, will we? So I'm going to come down to about there. So it's come over the whole window because the die has cut in some places because you can see where it's come through, but that will I might just straighten that off a little bit as well. Don't look too that's better, isn't it? Was I? Let's see. That's better. Right. Now I'm just going to come along here. What's that sticking to my acetate? Lost it there for a minute. Right, let's go back to put our roof on our bus. We'll leave that one to dry. I like to put a little bit of glue just underneath those. Please remember that your bus has got like a curve on it for the roof, because I tried to put one of the one of the bases onto the top of my bus the first time I done it. Whatever next. I think we all do these things, don't we? Let's just have a look at this side. Just bringing that out a little bit because it had gone in. That's it. Now we're going to put one of these inside. I did cut myself out a pink one because buses usually have like a different colour, don't they? Roof, that's what I'm trying to say. So that just covers up all those glue tabs. So I don't know whether, I don't like that. It looks like an ice cream. I think I like it like that colour. I might have to run a little bit more card under some places there. So anyway, when you've done that, that now sits on top of this middle piece, like so, and that's why windows would be, no, not windows, these bits would be blocked in anyway, because it would be where your numbers and where the bus is going, the route, whatever the bus is going on. So that's that bit. That's how I've done the top piece. Right, I just need to find, excuse me for a moment. That's better. Right, so now we're going to come on to this piece. We're going to be gluing this piece together now. That should have, that's more or less dry, isn't it? Let's glue these ones first. Of course, you don't have to put windows in if you don't want to. And my dad said, he said, what about a single decker? I said, I said, I don't know, I haven't tried yet. He said, well, I thought you was going to do one. I said, no, I wanted to put windows in. So, but I've got newer sets now to play with, so I don't know whether I could do a single decker or not. Has anybody else tried it? I don't know. And I'll tell you what, I'd like to have a go at making the night bus as well, from the famous film. I'd like to have a go at doing that. This looks awkward, doesn't it? That sort of comes back on itself. You look at it and you think, oh, how's that going to go together? That's what I did. The first time I made it. Yes, and I did watch our Jodie putting it together, but did I not bend that one? I don't feel as though I did. I know, my card's in the wrong place, that's why. Right, okay. Right, before I go any further, I think I need to stabilise this a bit now. So this piece is here. You've got little markers on. Where's a pencil? Let's just get a pencil out and show you where they are. So you've got one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here, one here, one here, one here. This is the front. Okay, so it needs to come here. Okay, and if you turn it up the other way, these front pieces still need to come to the front when you're doing the bottom as well. So I like to have mine going all the way through, so I know where my front and back is. So, and it's for the positioning of the wheels, so it's quite important really. Alright, so I'm now going to glue these two first. Well, I'm not like that, I'm not. Oh dear. Let's glue this. Now remember what I said. The ones that are nearer to the edge are the front of your bus. Doesn't matter if you're making a left hand one, a right hand bus. I'm trying to show you and I'm lifting up all what I've just glued. Oh god. Getting myself in a right old kerfuffle. Right, let's just do these ones. Hey, that's it, and then we're going to do the last, do this corner first. I'm hoping that my, do you know, I haven't put my acetate in. Oh, silly sausage. We'll do that next. It's a good job I realised. Get this up in that. Now we're just going to do this one. Bring that round. There. That's going to come onto there. Now you've got your glue tabs. Hey. That's it. Let's get my acetate in there, because look, no window. Right, let's sort this out here. Now you're not going to be able to see, are you? Because so it's going to go. I think am I going to have it round that way? I think I am. So it's going to go into there. Just should have done this beforehand, really. Silly sausage. Let's just try and get that in. That's it. Right, now I'm going to hopefully glue this piece on now. So this little bit here needs to be curved slightly, and I've already glued on this little it's like a number plate bit, like, no, and then it's an engine covering bit, I don't know. But it makes it come lower than the bus sort of thing. Yeah, and so I've put my little lights in, put silver lights in, and then I've got a little silver grill to go in there, onto there. So that's what that's for. And I've already put that on because I like to put that on before I put this on, because we've got the window in place. Now I think I should have. Oh, it's not coming up too bad actually. Right, okay, we're going to go with it. Because that's you need to get that out beforehand. Can't remember if I put, yeah, I think I did. I put the glue on here as well, just for the or did I? Oh, I can't remember. Let's just see. Can't see where I'm going. Excuse me a minute, I'm just going to have to tip it forwards. No, it's not too bad. I just needed to trim a little bit there and there, but it's not too bad. It's okay. That's why I left it, and I wasn't sure. So now that bit is going to come down underneath there and just stick in sort of there. Now I'm going to glue my wheel arch in. I mean, obviously, if you're not putting windows in, then no, I haven't got that down then. If you what's the word? If you're not putting windows in, then you don't need to build it this way. It's just that I wanted to put windows in. Me being me. Right. Right, so now we've come that far. Now, you know what I said about the front? Nearer to the edge is the front. And it's important because it keeps your wheels oh excuse me, spacing for your wheels in the right place. Okay, so now we're going to put a base on. And I've lily done all my faffing. I've got a piece of hair there. I blame that on my little friend. Make sure I've got that. Got that crooked. That's better. Now, I've left this one before I go any further. Which is my front? That one. This is going to be your side panel, so you need to make sure that you've got your, because I've turned the bus around now, you want to make sure that you've got your front, because this is my front, round up this end now, not this end, and this is your back. So I am going to put in my glue tabs as well, so I'm going to put am I doing it the right way round? Oh come on, Jelly. So I need to go that way, don't I? Yeah. Then I'll put another one underneath there, one on there. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. These just seal your box up, the inner part. Sorry folks, I'm just trying to press those glue tabs in, but it's difficult to show you because you've got your sides and everything on now. Oh come on, Stop messing about. Right, we've got a last bit of cutting to do. Where's my front and my back? That's it. That's that one. So this is where I'm going. Yes, that's about right. So I'll just do this by eye really. So I think I want it. So what I'm doing, now that's going to come onto there, and that's where I got it roughly in the same place. Did I put another one on the? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay, I haven't cut that out, but that's not a problem. We'll do that now. I can cut it out of that. It's this piece. We'll quickly run that through. Because we need it to go on here as well, don't we? Make sure you got it on your front. Just looking to see. Roughly about there, maybe. Let's go for it. Let's stick it down. I'm nearly finished, ladies and gents. I mustn't leave the gents out. Get told off. The gentlemen do craft, don't they? Right. That's done that. Can't remember if I don't know how much acetate I've got left. Not enough, probably. Couldn't find the glue top. So now, just give that a little bit of time to try and stick down. We're going to place. Is that what I done, or did I cut these out? Do you know, I'm tempted to cut them out. Shall we just because it's only one layer of 240. That's done that one. No, gone into the pink. Oh, and again. I mean, you could have done what I've done with the other one, I suppose, and done one whole sheet of acetate, because these would have cut out again, wouldn't they? Like I've done big with the upper deck. No, it looks like I did cut out with the knife, because you can just see a little pieces of card where the die gives you a nice clean cut, doesn't it? I don't do this very often. It makes my hands cramp. Crank. Yeah, it's painful, I must admit. So I tend not to do it too much. Right, safety camp, there it is. Right, let's just see what we got here. I don't suppose I was hoping I might go all the way across, but I think we're going to have to do it in two separate pieces. So I'm going to just chop that there, come off and take that little tab there. Make a couple of that other piece gone, and we just want a little piece for there, don't we? That's it. Let's glue this one in first. I was just checking to make sure I got my notches in the right place. I thought, oh no, I've done all this and I've got my notches in the wrong place. Right, No, I'm not going to faff. I wanted to straighten out those edges. I'm well aware I've the time. I haven't looked at the time. Must be getting on a bit. I would have neatened those edges up a little bit. It's all skew with. And I've got glue on my acetate. Right, the last bit. Gluing this onto there. I think I might have to do what I done last time, is cut a little wedge off of this glue tab. Just a little strip. Just see. Just enough. Yeah, because we don't want to take too much off, otherwise it won't stay on, will it? So we're going to close this end down, and you can keep this open if you want to, but I thought it was better if we closed it all off. But don't take no notice of me. If you want to keep it open, then keep it open. Tissue going everywhere. And I didn't put so many windows in, because as you can see, this part is a little bit it's a little bit complicated, isn't it, to try and get all the windows in. I think the top part is easier. Because I've put glue tabs on here, I'm going to hide those up with that, making sure I've got my my front pieces, the two little notches nearer the front. Oh, come on. And like I said, that's important because you need to, that's where you're going to put your wheels. Just cover up those two, couple of, oh, I can't. I've done that with my first one. I went to stand it down so I could press on it, and I forgot that this, see that bit, it overhangs. Oh dear. Oh, there's no what's it for me, is there? So this bit comes onto here, like so. That's going to glue on. I'm just wondering, no, we're going to go for it. Whether to put on another base, but excuse me, got frogs in my throat or something. Right, and then this bit comes onto there. Now you've got your little notches here and your notches here. So I like to, you see where these two lines are here, I like to line them up with the base of the bus, and then I find I get them all, I get the whole level. So I like to put my two fingers where the lines are. And the two notches are there. Finger and thumb. Come down a bit, that's it. Turn over. That way you don't get no glue showing down here, because if I see, don't get no glue showing. Got to come down just a little bit, that's it. Right, turn the bus over. Me carriage is coming right down over the base of my bus, and we got some little ladders to put in. Oh, and the grill on the front of the bus. Then I think we're done. She says, getting glue everywhere. Let's just I've got it all over my fingers now, and I'm putting it everywhere. Oh, that front, did I mention, I can't remember if I did, that front grille, I went over, I got a black fine liner and just went in there, because that's where the engine bit would be, or the radiator would be, and it's quite dark in there, isn't it? So I just coloured in a little bit of black in there. Let's just put this silver grille on there. Oh, excuse me. What else? must you think of me? There you go. That's how I put windows in my bus. I hope it helps. I don't know if anybody else would do it like that, but that's how I've done it for myself. And that's why I didn't I left this bottom bit until last, because you need it flat to cut into. You can't make it up and then be cutting into it. But yeah, that's a bus with the windows in. I think it works better with lighter card actually, because that looks quite dark. When you come with the cream one. So this is the third one I've made of these now. Because I made like a burgundy and cream, because this is the colour of used to be one of our local bus companies. This is the colourway of I'll say the Maidstone and District. The other one was an East Kent bus. This bus is just a fairy tale bus. It's not. I don't know, there may be a pink and beige bus. I don't know. There may be, mightn't there? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I've just noticed a crease in there. Is that where I went over with the knife, or? Oh no, it's just loose paper. Come out. There, that's it. I'm sorry if the last part was a little bit rushed, but yeah. I know it's a lot of messing about, but you know what I'm like. I like to make the dies do things they're not meant to do. But you can get around things, can't you, if you try. Just, I don't know, I just like playing. Oh dear, there's no hope for me. Anyway, I'm going to go now. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again real soon. Bye bye.